Okay, Laura, what's on the LarryPOST desk today?
Well, today we're going to look at the PILOT G-TEC-C in Hyperfine, which is a 0.25 needle tip gel pen with pigmented ink.
Okay, so that's probably one of the finest tips, isn't it, that you can
Yep.
get?
Definitely is. You can get consistent fine lines because it's got a metal tip, so it's not like a fibre tip where it splays over time. This one will consistently give you fine lines.
Great, and let's see how it works.
Okay, so
Got your little line sketch there done in pencil.
yeah,
Now going over the top.
it doesn't scratch or catch against the paper, which is really good. And I'm left-handed too, which is quite important when I'm sketching.
That it doesn't catch, you mean?
Yeah.
So that you're not coming over the top of your work.
And it doesn't smudge. It's quick drying, although it isn't waterproof, but that's kind of actually a good thing because in a moment I'll show you why you can use the non-waterproof feature to its maximum ability.
And I suppose with that fine tip, yeah, it looks like you're getting lots of detail there.
Yeah.
And why would you go for a metal tip, like in this Pilot pen, versus, say, a fibre tip pen?
The thing with fibre tip pens is that they're all just a whole bunch of fibres like squashed together to make a tip, and then eventually when you're sketching, those fibres come apart and they splay outwards, like almost like a bristle brush, but then eventually it means you get fuzzy lines and they're not consistent anymore.
So this is going to be a great one for precision or very small details.
Yeah, as far as I know, this one's got socket pocks inside the metal tip ball on the inside, so that enables the ink to flow through. And because it's metal doesn't wear apart like a fibre tip pen does.
And how do you find the blackness of the ink?
Oh, very dark actually, especially for a fine tip. You find with the smaller pens that they often become like a faint matte black close to a grey, but this one's actually quite decent.
And also that needle tip, the metal tip's quite good for stippling too, isn't it?
It is too.
Yeah.
So stippling is also known, I think, as pointillism. So if you want to do fine, subtle shading without cross-hatching, you just do fine dots. And because it is a metal tip, it's like a technical pen where it won't ever fall apart.
It kind of would be just a really good everyday one just to have in your pocket, wouldn't it?
Definitely, especially if you're sketching on the go. It's very inexpensive. It lasts a long time as well.
And then you're saying this ink is water-based.
Yep. That's what enables it to flow through very easily. But unlike your waterproof pens, this isn't waterproof. So if you get a water brush, the good thing about this
Let's come around that way a bit.
is that you can do
Oh, look at that.
really
so you don't
fine.
expect that really, because it's pigment-based, you don't expect it to move, but you're just getting that nice little subtle movement of the line, which kind of gives the character of the bird, doesn't it?
Exactly. So it's just perfect for pen and wash because not only is it pigmented so it won't fade over time, but the fact that it's not waterproof is actually adds as a bonus because you can quickly block in your shadows, make up your subject, especially if you're drawing on the go. So you just want to work with one colour and one pen. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 thing.
Now there's a couple of different sizes out there, but they're all quite fine.
Yep.
And when would you use the other sizes?
Well, if I want a bolder stroke or if I want to make cover larger areas of cross-hatching, I might use a 0.3 and then eventually maybe a 0.4.
But the 0.25 is probably still your favourite?
Yep, definitely. Yeah. Doesn't feather out like a fibre tip pen can do after a long time.
Great. And look at that. There's Laura's bird, done with the PILOT G-TEC, available from LarryPOST.com.au.